toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Noles will kick it away first. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground, fighting off the defender. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dire. But they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now on the option. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Runs through the tackle. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They'll run the option. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Milner. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Goes to the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Finds his man. It's Watson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And the Boilermakers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Got a man. It's Johnson. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. On the move, it's Harris. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Milner. Buys a little time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left. Eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Pulls it in down the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Find space on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Milner. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another 1st down on this drive. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
They'll send the back in motion, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. On the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Gets the back moving. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights off the defender. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense showing blitz here. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Breaks the tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
How about that play? Battling the football, like that's dangerous on a kickoff. There's so many fast guys coming down the field. A lot can go wrong, but man, did it look sweet. The nice little lateral kickoff return. You don't see that very often.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking downfield on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, wanting that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He wants to change this route. Trying to beat him to the left. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To the ground with the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Back open in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The handoff to Johnson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown Seminoles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Milner. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. There he goes. The 40, at the 30. Inside the 10, slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, no! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Game of the day, guys. Pretty much game of the season to date in college football. 1 versus 2. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Mont Hemingway. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything going on today, and when it happens, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Gives it on the option. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Milner. Pulls it in, it's Harris. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quarterback making checks. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Shakes off the defender. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.